Hello, everybody, and welcome. We are here for the second round of pool play for the New Heights Cougars taking on Webb City this morning, 8 a.m. game. Webb City has a doubleheader today. This is the first game of their pool play. New Heights played yesterday against Branson. Branson defeated them 2-0. New Heights has a little bit different look today. Rush Stewart will be in the goal, which allows Justin Boney to play in the field. Boney's been working this summer on playing in that right fullback position, so that will open up Lucas Nangle to play more of a midfield role, which is his more natural position. The Cougars spoke with Coach Perigin this morning. They really want to do a better job of possessing in the midfield. Coach P said that they got a little bit maybe trigger happy, and every time they got possession, they were kind of releasing their whole front line to send long balls, and he really wants to focus on possession in the midfield, connecting passes, and building up into the attack. Obviously, when an opportunity opens up, you want to take it, but we just got a little bit too aggressive in our first game. First game jitters, I think, a little bit of it. New team, new young team, several freshmen on the field as starters. Looking around the lineup for the Cougars, we have Kason Hamlin as the right attacking mid, Ben Schumacher center attacking mid, Titus Clevenger as that left attacking mid, with Nixon Meningus up top as the striker. Defensive mids, Brandon Schumacher on the left and Jackson Dunaway on the right. Across the back, Justin Boney will get the start at the right fullback, Evan Horton as the right center back, Max Anreder the left center back, and Ruben Brake again as the left fullback. Rush Stewart, like we said, is getting the start in the goal. All right, we're underway. Webb City took the opening kickoff. Ball in, Anreder clears it away. That's all the way to the back line. Number 6 is Eduardo Mejia. Diego Aldrete, the left fullback for the Cardinals, plays it back to the back line. Number 10, Luis Puerto. Puerto is actually a midfielder. He checked back to receive that. Ball played in, offside call on the Cardinals. That was Kitana Davia. The restart for the Cougars. Anreder take the start stolen away by the Cardinals into an attack. And Davia takes the shot but can't get it on frame. Goal kick. Goal kick for the Cougars. I thought Stewart may take the goal kicks today for the Cougars, but it looks like Anreder's going to drop back to take it. Anreder, good driving ball to the left side of the field. Cardinals chase. That's number 4 over there, Abe Daniel, to possess. Plays it down the line, but out of play. And it's a throw for the Cougars. Clevenger will leave it for the left fullback, Ruben Brake, to come up to take the throw. Ball played into Dunaway. Dunaway heads it down, trying to possess. Luis Puerto for the Cardinals. Looking to possess, stolen back by Dunaway. Clevenger clips it into Ben Schumacher. Back to Dunaway. Fight for the ball and free kick. Looks like Davia was offside again, and the flag is up. The ref lets it play since it dropped all the way to the keeper. Rush Stewart with the punt. Possessed by number 12, Diego Castananda. Break over to challenge. Clevenger comes in. Stolen back by the Cardinals. Anreder there. Clears it to the corner and gives up the corner kick. Misplayed by the Cougars for an early opportunity for the Cardinals. Cougars lacked some crispness on their passes yesterday, and starting out a little bit today, it seems like they're just not really committing to a solid pass in. Corner kick sent in. Stewart comes off his line and is able to gather it in the air. Nice job by Stewart to recognize the need to come off. Punt away to midfield. Meningus there, lets it bounce into the chase. Meningus gets around, and he's held. No call as the ball falls to Brandon Schumacher in the middle. Stolen back by the Cardinals. Spike Reed, the senior center mid, plays it to the wide side. Ball sent across, and Stewart way off his line. Easy to, nice angle to secure that. Stewart punts it again to the midfield. Cardinals first to touch, but out of play. That's Jake Annis. And it will be a throw for the Cougars. Brandon Schumacher heads it forward to Ben. Ben wins it down with his chest and cleared away by the Cardinals over to the near side. That's going to go out of play, throw in for the Cougars. When he takes the throw into Hamlin. Hamlin tries to make a clever move. I'd like to see him just possess that rather than trying to dribble attack, just possess it and make the pass to the teammate. Ball played into Davia. Triple team, and he drops it back to the back line. Diego Andretti on the ball. 1-2 to his brother Sebastian. Ball sent across, and Stewart's there to receive it. Top spinning ball to the middle. Headed down, Dunaway gets it with his chest, can't settle. To the back line for the Cardinals, Meningus challenging. Andretti over to Spike Reed. Hamlin comes in, challenges, and wins the ball. Throw in for the Cougars. Boney takes the throw down the line to Meningus. Meningus tries to win it with his chest. And it's out of play, throwing back for the Cardinals. Number 6, Eduardo Mejia plays it across. Clevenger challenges. Cardinals able to get past over to the far side. And Davia again is offside. This is the third offside call for the Cardinals early on. Good job by the Cougars back line to keep him off. Anrender driving ball forward. Deflected off of the Cardinals. Will be a throw for the Cougars. Clevenger takes the throw into Meningus. Ball deflected, and that's ruled Cardinals ball. Cougars struggling to get a throw into the teammates' feet. We keep taking throws that are bouncing, difficult to handle. Loose ball. Clevenger steals, takes the shot, and the keeper's there to make the save. I'd like to see that shot by Clevenger get a chance to open up the field a little bit, getting some shots fired on the goal. Cardinals carry down the near side. Hamlin comes in to challenge. Dunaway's there to pressure. Ball played all the way back. That's to the junior Abe Daniel. Annis plays it ahead. Looked like Davia may have been off again. He takes the shot, and it goes wide of the frame. Goal kick for the Cougars. Let's take a look back at that play to see if we can tell if Davia had the line that time. Yeah, you can see that Anrender actually held him on that time. Back line, not great communication that time around. Boney gets a touch, plays it wide to Hamlin. Hamlin needs to be looking to pass. Hamlin's trying to dribble here, and he just needs to pass. Ball stolen by the Cardinals. Puerto chips it in. Brandon Schumacher there gets a touch on it. Stolen back by the Cardinals into an attack. Stewart, good job playing high on the line, and is able to sweep it away. Ball played down the line. Ruben break there to clear it. And another throw in for the Cardinals. Cardinals moving into that attacking third. Spiker plays it back and sent across. Dunaway clears the way for the Cardinals. Hamlin, nice run to get position. Can't get touch on the ball, though. Gets fouled. And be a free kick for the Cougars. Anrider up to take the free kick. Anrider driving ball to Meningas. Meningas with his chest. Looking for an option. Tries to find Schumacher on the diagonal run, but plays it behind him. Stolen by Puerto. Over to the back line. Devia's on. Boney, good challenge. And able to clear it away. It will be a throw for the Cardinals in the attacking third. Devia leaves it for Diego Aldretti to come down to take the throw for the Cardinals. Throw into the box. Anrider gets a head on it. Falls to Devia. Over to Aldretti. Diego Aldretti on the far side, or on the near side. And Schumacher smartly clears it to the sideline. Another throw in for the Cardinals. 10 minutes into this second game of the season for the Cougars. Diego Aldretti again takes the throw. This time Dunaway heads it away, and it will stay a throw in the corner for the Cardinals. If you're hearing some music in the background, the band's out here this morning working on their performance for tonight at the football game. Ball back in. Stewart punches it away. Aldretti across. Dangerous ball. Clevenger's there to clear. And it'll be a throw in on the far side now for the Cardinals. Puerto takes the left-footed strike and doesn't get a clean touch on it. It will be a goal kick for the Cougars. Anrider takes the chip ball. Schumacher plays it forward to Meningas. Meningas with his chest, trying to settle and turn. Ball stolen back by the Cardinals. Played to the near side to Aldretti. Sebastian there, his brother, and Boney taps it out. It'll be another throw in for the Cardinals. Sebastian there loses it out of play. Throw in for the Cougars. Dunaway takes a throw down the line, and touched by the Cardinals. Handball is the call. There'll be a free kick for the Cougars. It's kind of a sloppy play by the Cardinals there as he was coming to the line. Boney over here on the right side takes the free kick. Good ball into the middle. Headed away by the Cardinals, but right to Schumacher. Tries to take the one touch. Gets pushed in the back. And Hamlin takes the follow. Looked like a foul to me, but no call by the ref. And it will be a goal kick for Cardinals. Ball to the back line. Challenge. Stewart's out off his line, and nice job clearing. Goes all the way out on the far side, throwing for the Cardinals. Ball goes all the way up to the striker, Devia. Devia can't keep it in, throw in for the Cougars. there, plays it to far side for Clevenger. Clevenger across to Dunaway in the air. Clevenger wins it down. Sent away by the Cardinals. Boney's there on the back line, plays it on the ground to Brandon Schumacher. Schumacher finds Ben in the middle. And foul called. Boy, that's a crazy touch foul to call after not calling the foul on the clear push just a second ago. Maybe it was a handball. Anredder takes the left-footed kick over to Horton. Horton touches in the air to Schumacher. Stolen back by the Cardinals. Again, 2 passes by the Cougars, both in the air, instead of just being able to play a pass on the ground. We got to do better at being able to play a pass on the ground so a teammate can receive. Clevenger plays it down the line, deflected by the Cardinals. Ball still in play. Cardinals are able to save it back to the keeper. Meningus chases. Cardinals play it out of the back. That's Abe Daniel. Heavy on the touch by Annis. And Schumacher came in to challenge, deflected it off of Annis for the throw-in. Again, that throw-in, bouncing to the teammate's chest. We need to be able to put that at their feet. Sub coming in the game for the Cardinals. Diego Castaneda subbing off. Anredder is able to win the ball and play it back to Stewart, who punts it away into the midfield. Dunaway's there. Gets a head forward. Chipped back in by Puerto. Sebastian Aldretti there. Challenges for the ball. And Stewart's there to scoop it up for the Cougars. Stewart high ball to the near side. Hamlin and Aldretti fight for the second bounce. And out of bounds to the Cardinals. Good ball into Sebastian's feet. Played across. Speakerite on the ball. Being challenged by Schumacher. Break, good positioning. Gets the steal. Plays it to nobody, though. And back to the Cardinals for possession. Break wins the ball again. Finds Schumacher at his feet. Back to his brother, Brandon. Sends it up to Meningus. Meningus with his chest. Able to trap it down to Hamlin. Hamlin looks for the option. Plays it through. Aldretti's there to deflect. And back to the Cardinals. Speakerite challenging. Horton steps up. Gets through the challenge and too heavy as Stewart is there to scoop it. Stewart throws it out this time to Hamlin. Wins it down with his chest, trying to settle. Plays it up to Meningus. Good touch. Meningus tracks back for the ball. Aldretti down the near sideline. Dunaway again steals. Hamlin comes in to help. Ball deflected back to the Cardinals, and Speakerite there to make the big switch. Break over there, tries to head it, goes past him into a dangerous spot for the Cardinals to attack. Into Davia. Ball loose in the box. Davia trying to find an angle. And Dunaway is able to sweep it away. Gets a touch to Clevenger. Puerto there as the defensive mid. Plays it back wide to recycle. Brandon Schumacher gets a head on it, trying to win it down. Back to Puerto. Ball loose. Puerto into the box. And Ben Schumacher deflects it away. That's number 5, Eduardo Puerto, the younger brother. And ball's out of bounds. It'll be a throw for the Cardinals. Cardinals making another sub as number 12, Diego Castaneda, is back in the game. Sebastian Aldretti, the sophomore, will sub out. Cardinals take the throw. Anredder gets a head on it. Hamlin coming to challenge, gets the shoulder to win it down, and Divia gets the foul called for the hold. Third foul of the game on the Cardinals. Anredder takes the free kick, backspinning ball to the near side for Hamlin. Hamlin gets the first touch, stolen by Eldreddy. Hamlin's holding, is able to get away with it. Spiker-Eat in possession on the near side. Play to the back line, switch across the field by the Cardinals. That's Annis over there on the fullback position. Ball loose. Davia is able to possess to Puerto. Switch to the field to the near side for Eldreddy. Eldreddy into the attack. Is able to hold it on the line, drop back to number 12, Castaneda, and Hamlin's able to clear it away with his left. It'll be a throw-in for the Cardinals. Good job by the Cougars killing that promising attack. Lucas Nangle at the line to sub in for the Cougars at the next opportunity. Ball back to Luis Puerto, goes by Nando. And it'll be a goal kick for the Cougars. Nangle subbing for Schumacher, Brandon Schumacher, at that left defensive mid position. Stewart takes the free kick, finds Ben Schumacher to settle in the middle, tries to play it over the top. Again, just impatient play by the Cougars. Puerto over to Davia. And it's down the line. Played across the box. Hamlin's there to chase. Hamlin, nice ball up to Meningus, winning it down with his chest. Tries to play Hamlin on the run to the near side. And Hamlin can't get there in time. Throw in for the Cardinals. Sebastian Eldreddy back in the game. As Castaneda subs back out for the Cardinals. Diego Eldreddy to his brother. To Spiker-Eat. Played down the line. Eldreddy gets there. Boney in front to defend. Eldreddy looking for an option, cuts it in. Horton comes up to defend, gets plowed over. And good possession by Hamlin, looking for an option to pass. Tries to make the dribble instead and gets it deflected away. We just got to make a connection pass there. There's no need to dribble that out. Spiker-Eat and Davia sub out for the Cardinals as some younger bodies take the field. Those are two seniors. Like we said earlier, the Cardinals do have a doubleheader today. Just one game for the Cougars. Cougars have the full field spread. Not really a plan on these goal kicks. They're just kind of firing it away. Really like to see an overload on a long goal kick to be able to possess the ball. Just need to get a little bit more organized on what we're doing here. Ball played in. Stewart's there at the top of the box and able to scoop it up. Again, Stewart doing a really nice job playing off his line and killing any of those through balls before they have an opportunity to possess it in the box. Puerto chips it ahead to Sebastian Eldreddy to the near side. Played across by number 14, Quintana. Eldreddy in, and good save by Stewart as he slides in and wins the ball with his feet and able to scoop it back. Quickly out to Hamlin. Hamlin can't control it. And out of play Throw in for the Cardinals as Davia is back in the game after some instruction from the coach, number 22. That's Matthew Bayless, the freshman. Just a couple minutes of action for him. Number 14, Quintana also subbing out as Spike Reed. Subs back in. Aldretti takes the throw. Hamlin pressures. Aldretti's able to win it back. Slip into Davia. Back to Aldretti, over to Spike Reed. Puerto chips it in. Good tackle by Dunaway. Plays it out to Schumacher. Hamlin lets it run. Hamlin decides to play it long and out of play. And a throw in for the Cardinals. Puerto in the middle, challenged by Meningus. Then Schumacher comes in, wins the ball, carrying down the line. Nice move to hold. Schumacher in position, plays it to Hamlin. Hamlin looking for an option, plays it across and deflected away. And a throw in for the Cougars in the attacking third. Hamlin takes the throw into Dunaway again. Every throw in we're having to play off of our chest. Schumacher with the ball takes the shot, far post, and goes off the top of the goal. It'll be a goal kick for the Cardinals. Take a look back at this in replay. Schumacher's able to get it into a turn and tries to send it over the top of the. They actually hit the football upright first. Ball through. Boney there to settle with his chest, finds Schumacher in the middle. Ben has room to turn, plays it to Clevenger. Clevenger, nice job checking back, finds Schumacher back. Schumacher gets through the challenge into the attack and swept away by Puerto. Ball falls to Clevenger. Nice touch over to Nangle. Nangle sweeps it across. Challenge comes. Just not quick enough to make a move as he couldn't find the ball. Spike Reed down the right side. Ball ahead to Davia. Anretter, nice tackle. Davia's able to keep it in. Davia looking for a cross. Played across the box. Aldretti's there, and he heads it in for the goal. Really nice goal by the Cardinals. We had Stewart and another defender there, but neither of them could find the ball, and Aldretti gets the header. All right, back to the restart. Cougars trailing 1-0. Quick foul on Davia. And it'll be a free kick for the Cougars. Enrider takes the ball ahead. Clevenger was there but couldn't get a touch on it as the Webb City player went through his back. And the ball cleared away. Stewart lets it roll into the box to be able to pick up. Under 8 to play. Actually, they stopped the clock on that restart, so my clock's a little off. It's 8:25 left on the official clock. Dunaway comes into challenge. Ball out of bounds. Cougars throw. Brandon Schumacher did sub in after the goal for Meningus at striker. Boney there heads it down. And out of play, throw in for the Cardinals. So Brandon Schumacher playing up top as the striker now for the Cougars. Boney's able to keep it in. Dunaway sends it down the line. Hamlin challenges right off Hamlin's face and out of play back to the Cardinals. Ball stolen by Ben. And Schumacher draws the foul. And ref went to his pocket, thought about the card. It's definitely a promising attack. We'll have to do a tutorial on that for the coaches clinic next season. But that's obviously a promising attack, yellow card. Schumacher sends the ball in. Ball cleared away by the Cardinals into the near side. Ball down the line, and Horton does a nice job shielding as it goes out of play. Waiting for a ball to come in for the Cougars as Boney's there. Boney throw into Schumacher. Cleared away by the Cardinals. Nangle there gets a touch. Trying to possess. Nangle challenges for the ball, trying to win position. Davila is able to push him off. Back to Diego Andretti on the left fullback position, all the way to the center back as Brandon Schumacher challenges. Switch across the field is off the target, and out of play. It'll be a throw-in for the Cougars on the misplay. Clevenger takes the throw in to Nangle. And out of play again, back to the Cougars. See if we can get a throw into our teammates' feet this time. We've struggled to play the ball to the feet. Cardinals cleared away. 5:30 left on the official clock. I stopped the clock because I was off and I didn't get it readjusted. Cardinals into the counterattack. Shot on goal and saved by Stewart and cleared away by Horton for a corner kick for the Cardinals. Take a look back at this steal by Schumacher, clearly into an attack. It's clipped from behind. Whenever a trailing defender tackles a dribbler in the attacking half, that's a yellow card. It's an easy yellow card. Good save by Stewart off the corner kick, and we have a restart of play with some room in front. Clevenger is able to get to the ball, plays Brandon Schumacher on the run. Schumacher's out in front, gets a touch ahead, getting a lot of contact, and goes down. Still in possession for the Cougars. Let's take a look back at that last play by the Cougars in the attack. Clevenger, nice ball to Schumacher to make the run. See, he gets held right there and then gets pushed over, but Jamil does not like to call fouls in the box. In American football, that would be a chop block. Stewart out to Clevenger on the far side. Stolen by the Cardinals. Clevenger is able to win it back. Chipped away, and Drumrine clears it out the sideline. Drumrine in possession. Plays it again to nobody. And a throw in for the Cardinals. Oh, foul called on. There's a foul called on the Cougars. that's the first foul of the game on the Cougars. Free kick for the Cardinals. That's the fullback, Jake Annis, the junior, taking the kick. Ball into the wall. Spike Reed gets a touch on it, stolen by Clevenger. Sent in by Abe Daniel, the center back, all the way through, and it'll be a goal kick. Be a goal kick for the Cougars. Under 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Cardinals leading 1-0. Ball ahead to Nangle, finds Clevenger. Into the middle of the field for Puerto. Davia with his back to the goal. Looking for an option to pass. Plays it back to his back line as Brandon Schumacher comes to challenge. Spike Reed keeps it in on the line and ruled out of play. Throw in for the Cougars. Boney takes the throw, finds Schumacher, lets it roll by, is able to steal it back. Played it over to Nangle on the run. Nangle has a challenge from behind, can't get the touch. He's just got to toe up, receive that ball. Good touch by Clevenger, plays Schumacher at his feet. Schumacher looking for space. Plays it back to Boney in possession. Boney one-touches it. Oh, my goodness. Holy cow, guys. Webb City, a lot of space in the middle. Davia in possession. Deflected and corner kick for the Cardinals. Cardinals send the corner in, and that's at the buzzer. That'll do it for the first half. Not a great first half for the Cougars. They need to figure some things out technique-wise. We're not receiving the ball correctly. We're not making good passes. We're even on throw-ins, we're playing bounce passes to our teammates' chest rather than playing it to their feet. So there's just a lot of things we need to clean up tactically to be able to play a game where we have some real opportunities. All right, we'll take a halftime break here and be back for the start of the second half in about 10 minutes. we're back ready for the start of the second half. The Cougars will have the ball going right to left here in the second half. As bad as the Cougars played in the first half, they're still right in this game. They had some opportunities that I think they can clean things up and really improve what they're doing. They just need to be more disciplined on their first touch. Need to be able to connect passes instead of trying to make everything a dribble attack. And then the back line just needs to have some composure when they receive the ball, find an open play, and we got to be able to make passes on the ground. We can clean those things up. I don't know if that's an ability thing or if it's a nerves thing, but hopefully we can show a little bit better performance here in the second half and get back in this game. All right, restart for the second half. Horton plays it to the far side, stolen by the Cardinals. Again, just a misplay by Horton, just technique, lets it roll right over his foot. Now he's in a challenging position, has to clear it. Cardinals into the box. Clevenger comes over and clears it out of play. It'll be a throw in for the Cardinals. The right back, Jake Annis, takes the throw. Davia is there, gets the touch on it, but can't control it, and out of play back to the Cougars. Ruben Brake, the left back, takes the throw for the Cougars. Down the line, Schumacher heads it forward. Puerto there challenging with Clevenger. Clevenger pushes off and gets called for the, what's he calling? Looked like he called a handball there, actually. But it's definitely a push on Clevenger. All right, restart by the Cardinals. Annis comes, sends it across. Good ball and offside position for Davia. Flag was up. It'll be a goal kick. Offside restart. Basically the same in that position. Stewart takes the kick. Gets it over the top of the line. Meningus there. Puerto's able to use his body to win it. Played up ahead. Break, good step. Younger Puerto plays it to Davia. And Davia doesn't find anyone, and as he plays it to open space, out of bounds back to the Cougars. Ball off of the Webb City defender and out of play. Puerto gets contact in Schumacher's back. This time, Schumacher draws the foul. And it's a restart for the Cougars. Nice touch by Clevenger. Gets it to Schumacher. Just enough by Puerto to stop that run. Break gets a touch but can't control. Chipped into the air. Schumacher comes to challenge. Spike Reed wins it down into space. Carrying across, plays it to the far side for Diego Andretti, who sends it in. Goes through the first line, and Stewart's there to scoop it up for the Cougars. Top spinning ball into the middle. Annis the first touch. Younger Puerto there plays it back to Annis on the back line. Carrying into the middle. Finds Nando Puerto. Horton, nice chip away. Tries to find Meningus. Meningus comes on the challenge. Diego Andretti, the left back in possession. Hamlin challenges and steals. Hamlin carrying down the line. Plays it into space, and the keeper comes out to win it. Really nice win by Hamlin. He really had time to step on that ball and then just play in action. Got a little impatient to send that into space when there was nobody there. I got Tim Noonan up in the booth with me. Tim is the Southwest Regional Director for Officiating. Is that the right title? Close to it. Tim, you want to sit with me for a minute with a headset? Let me get you a headset set up real quick. Ball into the air. Anreder heads it down. Spike Reed there with the ball. Falls to Davia. He's trying to settle. Loses feet. Falls to Schumacher. Ben Schumacher carrying across the middle, connecting to Hamlin. Hamlin chips it over the top. Back line. Daniel there to clear it away. Hamlin challenging Andretti on the left side and finds Spike Reed. Ball played through down the line. Sebastian Andretti makes the run, and Horton's able to clear it into the corner. It'll be a throw-in for the Cardinals. All right, we got Tim connected now on the headset. Tim, let me know. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Yes,
okay,
sir.
Great.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Beautiful morning for soccer.
Yeah, well, this is we're pretty lucky to have this to open the season. We've had a couple of years where we've just been so hot to start the season. If you had tried to play it over the top to number 12, Castaneda, but too heavy on the pass, and it's a throw in for the Cougars on the near side. Cougars are making a sub. Nangle subbing in at that right defensive mid position as Jackson Dunaway gets a break. Throw in to restart. Villa comes to challenge. Anreder's able to play the back pass to the keeper. Boney clears it away on the far side. Hamlin chases and is able to keep it in. Ball falls to Puerto. Nando Puerto for the Cardinals. Carrying across, connects to his younger brother. And Brandon Schumacher able to steal. Brandon with some room, plays it on the ground to Meningus. Ball falls to Hamlin. Hamlin sends it back in. Just a little impatient by the Cougars on these attacks. Tim, what brings you out today to the Webb City tournament?
I try to get out and observe referees on a regular basis, and this is the first time out this season. But as the Missouri State High Schools Association's observer for Southwest Missouri, I get out and observe referees and try to make sure that things are going okay, and also to kind of be an ambassador for Misha.
Very nice.
Show that there is some interest by Misha in even in some of the smaller communities, not just in Kansas City and St. Louis.
Well, nice. Yeah, if you'd have been with me in the first half, I probably wouldn't have been able to complain like I did over some calls. Jamil, the center ref, is a friend of mine that I know, but I still gave him grief for a couple calls that I thought should have gone our way.
Well, the beauty of being a fan is you pay your $3 or $5 and you can say almost what you want as far as the behavior and the officiating. So.
Anredder sends the ball in. Touched by Clevenger, falls to Schumacher. Ben Schumacher with some space, takes the shot, had the goalie out, but just got underneath it and sends it over the goal. That's actually a shot that I like Ben to take to force that back line, but just got underneath it, didn't really make a threat on it. It's been a. Did you just get here, Tim?
I did. I just can't.
So Webb dominated the first half, but the score is not really reflective of that. The Cougars are they're young and they're struggling to connect passes really like they need to.
Mm-hmm.
The Cardinals haven't got a whole lot of opportunities, but they dominated possession is what I should say.
Okay.
Brandon Schumacher trying to find a opportunity. Diego Aldrete there to steal and wins it out of play. It'll be a throw-in for the Cardinals on the far side. Sebastian Aldrete, the left-footed kick, deflects it off of Boney, and that's a corner kick for the Cardinals. Sebastian has the goal assisted by Davia in the first half on the header. Davia, nice hold-up play, send it across the box, and Aldrete was there for the header finish. Corner kick set up for the Cardinals. 3 on the back at the top of the box coming in. Curling ball across, goes through everybody. Annis there to chip it back in, headed away by Horton. Falls to break, and Ruben Brake tries to play it out, goes deflected out of play, a throw-in for the Cardinals in the attacking third. 24 minutes left in the second half. Cardinals leading 1-0 here in the pool play round of the Webb City Shootout. Spike Reed heads it forward. Nangle's able to clear, and Ben Schumacher sends it to the middle of the field. Schumacher and Daniel challenge for the ball. Schumacher's able to turn. Schumacher still on the ball. He's able to hold up play. Chips it over for Hamlin on the run. Nice opportunity for the Cougars. Hamlin cuts it back into the box with the left, deflected by Puerto, and a lot of space in the middle. Nice tackle by Schumacher to keep the opportunity alive. Tackle by Daniel. Nangle there. Nangle chips it back into the middle. Leaves it for Schumacher, deflected into the air. And the keeper comes out to make the save. Nice attacking opportunity for the Cougars. That's probably the best one of the day for some dangerous opportunities. Spike Reed settles the ball, plays it back to Aldrete, who plays it back to the keeper. Meningus will chase. That's the keeper, Tristan Smith. Puerto with his chest settles it down, plays it over the top, down to the near side. Number 12, Castaneda, plays it across. Break, heads it away. Davia back to the ball. Sent in by Annis. And Horton heads it out of play. Will be a throw-in for the Cardinals. Cougars have a couple players at the line that will check in at the next opportunity. Back into Spike Reed. Deflection into the box, and Horton again clears. Another throw-in for the Cardinals. Jake Annis, the junior right back, takes the throw for the Cardinals into Davia. Tries to settle with his chest, able to get it down. Anredder there to defend in the corner. Nangle steps in and deflects away, and another throw for the Cardinals. Annis back into the box, headed away by Horton. Sent across, good ball. Headed down, and Horton's there to clear. Rolls out to Hamlin, who sends it down. Meningus is in an offside position and gets called for the offside. He doesn't like it, but he was clearly off.
Good call by the official and good positioning by that AR.
Yeah, Meningus was. He had just, as you look at it on a replay, he had just taken a step past the 50. Had he stayed just a step behind the 50, he would have been fine. But midfield marked as the 50. I think that's what he was saying he was, but he didn't realize he had stepped past. All right, restart for the Cardinals after the offside. Anreder gets the first touchdown. Ball rolls wide. Miscommunication by the Cougars as Hamlin leaked out, throwing for the Cardinals. Aldretti gets through the double team, carrying down the line. Boney defending. Aldretti, the left-footed left back, gets into the box, still on the ball. And Anreder is able to clear the threat. It will be a corner kick for Cardinals. Just dribbling through everyone on that attack. Take a look at that on replay as we get a chance to see Aldretti just go through 5 defenders to get that opportunity. All right, corner kick upcoming for the Cardinals. Cardinals have a player on each post being defended. They come close, play back to the left side. Aldretti sends the ball in. Over Stewart's head, he gets a touch on it. Just enough to avert the danger. Webb City takes the quick throw. Puerto chips it in. An angle there. Loose ball. Clevenger settles it down. And ball out of play. Cardinals brought a sub to the line. That's number 20, Grayson Farrer. Grayson is a freshman. And the Cougars finally get a chance to sub out their 2 players, Clevenger and Brake, both on the left side. Subbing in are Spencer Jackson and Grayson Crumrine. Ball into Spike Reed. Holding it on the line, able to make the turn. Plays it in. Anreder challenges, and Anreder wins the challenge. It'll be a goal kick for the Cougars. Castaneda, the sophomore, number 12, was on the run. All right, again, Anreder taking the goal kick for the Cougars. Stewart did take a couple, but they've gone back to Anreder taking them. I would like to see the Cougars making a plan here rather than just spreading the field to choose an overload. Spike Reed deflected it off his arm, but as we know from guidance from IFAB, we want that to not be a handball if it's directly off of initial contact, right, Tim?
That's exactly right.
An angle challenging for the ball. Cardinals able to possess. Number 3, Annis carrying into the midfield, plays it ahead. Aldretti on the left side in the box, plays it across to his brother Sebastian. Back to Diego. Diego one-on-one, takes a shot and puts it off the side of the net. It'll be a goal kick for the Cougars. Dangerous play by the Cardinals.
The Cougar defense is holding well.
The strength of the Cougars so far through the Jamboree and through these games has been these 2 center backs, Evan Horton and Max Anreder, doing a nice job keeping their back line in shape.
What grade is the goalkeeper?
He's a junior. Brandon Schumacher's able to win the challenge. Tries to play it ahead, stolen by the Cardinals. Schumacher deflects, falls to Meningus. Meningus chips it over to Hamlin. Hamlin looking at his options. Plays the ball in. And not sure what the plan there was, as it's an easy save for the for the senior goalkeeper, Tristan Smith. Ball out of play, throw in for the Cardinals. Nangle challenges, plays it ahead. Farrer plays it ahead to Aldretti on the steal. Boney steals, tries to play it into the space. Spikery steals and into the counterattack. Looking at his options, Horton there able to win the ball and plays it ahead to Jackson. Jackson trying to get it off of his feet. Nangle comes in to help. Nangle sweeps it away, and it'll be another throw in for the Cardinals. Nando Puerto back at the line, the number 10 senior, subbing back in the game for the Cardinals, as Hudson Spikery, the senior center mid, will take a break. Hudson is planning to play at Ozark Christian College next season. Throw in for the Cougars. Crumrine takes the throw down the line. Farrer touches ahead. Annis possesses. Switch of the field. Hamlin steps in and steals. Hamlin in the attack. Annis comes in, makes a nice challenge. And it'll be a throw in for the Cougars. Jake Annis has switched to more of a defensive mid position from that fullback position he was in. Schumacher across the Nangle tried to find the slot pass, just too far ahead. Brandon Schumacher there to settle it back in. Nangle tries to win it out of the air. Puerto steals. Ball ahead to Davia. Davia takes the shot and didn't have an angle. Be a goal kick for the Cougars. Under 15 to play. Score 1-0. Clevenger and Dunaway taking their pennies back to the line to sub back in. Dunaway subbing in up top for Meningus, and Clevenger is going to sub in at right mid for Hamlin. Actually, they're going to move Dunaway to center mid and put Ben Schumacher up at striker. Anredder into the middle of the field, gets all the way through to Schumacher. Schumacher tries to chip it over. Ball back to Schumacher. Looking to attack. Annis steps in and steals. Ball shielded by Dunaway as he's able to win it back to Nangle. Brandon Schumacher on the ball. Nice move to create some space. Gets it back to Nangle. Nangle into the middle. Plays it through. Wins it back after the deflection. Ball's loose. Nangle tries to win it as Annis is stronger and wins it ahead. Loose ball in the middle. Dunaway and Annis challenging for it, and Dunaway gets called for the foul. Actually, it's Annis getting called for the foul. There was a kind of a 50-50 battle there, but I thought Dunaway was in position to earn the foul. Anredder plays it to the far side for Clevenger. Heads it in, and like the idea, just couldn't get a clean touch to get it to Schumacher. It'll be a goal kick for the Cardinals. Hudson Spikery back in the game after a short sub. He's going to move Annis back to that right fullback position as Farrer subs out. Spikery will come back to the center mid. Restart goal kick. Falls into space for Nangle. Nangle settles. Just a little late on the delivery as the Cardinals are able to deflect. Crumrine, nice steal, plays it ahead, and just way too strong. That little difference between being too patient and being impatient. We just got to find that happy medium. Quick feet, good on the ball. Nangle had an opportunity there, just was too late, and then Crumrine had an opportunity and was too quick. Webb City restarts with a goal kick. Played to the middle of the field. Horton tries to win the header, goes back to Boney. Boney pops it into the air. Challenge for the ball, and Puerto gets called for the hold on Nangle. Will be another free kick for the Cougars. 11:30 left to play. Cougars are still in this game, just trailing by 1 goal. Anredder plays it into the middle of the field. Nangle recovers the loose ball, plays it over to Brandon Schumacher. Schumacher trying to turn, still on the ball. Schumacher cuts it back, plays it with his left, and swept away by the Cardinals. Into a possible counter. Anredder there. Tries to play it back to the keeper, Stewart. Stewart comes all the way off his line and just has to chip it away. Seems like he probably could have used his left there and played it down the line, but takes the safe route. And it'll be a throw-in for the Cardinals. Ennis takes the throw into the corner for Davia. Davia slots it through, and Nangle has to clear it away. It's a corner kick for the Cardinals. Number 14 is Yair Quintana, subbing in the game. And number 22 back in the game, Matthew Bayless. Quintana is a senior. Bayless is a freshman. Corner kick by Eduardo Mea. Ball sent across. It's a dangerous ball. It's still loose. And Crumrine's able to, actually that's Schumacher able to clear. No, that was Crumrine. Sorry, the new, I'm still getting used to the new color of cleats this season.
I'm going to step back down on the field. Thank you, Brian, for inviting me to sit in here with you.
Yeah, Tim, thanks for joining me, and look forward to working with you some this season.
I'm sure you'll see me again. All right. Thanks, Brian.
All right, thanks. Ball cleared away. Spike Reed there takes the shot and not on frame. Another goal kick for the Cougars. Under 10 to play here in the second half. Cougars still have a chance. 1-0 is the score. Nangle and Spencer Jackson, Lucas Nangle, Spencer Jackson sub out as Hamlin and Meningus check back in. Dunaway falls back to that defensive mid position. Schumacher back as center mid. And Meningus comes back in at striker. Spike Reed chips it over to the near side. Ball played on the ground. Anredder there to clear. Ennis comes in with the left and puts the banger goal in for the Cardinals to take the 2-0 lead. Look at that on replay as ball was played in, swept away by the Cougars. Again, no real plan. That's where we're just a little bit unclean on our vision to the next pass. When we are looking for receiving the ball, we already need to know where our opportunity is to pass. Schumacher into the attack, and Schumacher dribbling through the line and cleared away by the Cardinals. Be a throw-in for the Cougars in the attacking third. Clevenger takes the quick throw to Meningus. Meningus cuts it back. Ball's loose. Meningus challenges. Clevenger holding, playing it across, and just too deep as the keeper, Tristan Smith, is there to grab it. Ball to the near side. Dunaway comes in, steals, tries to find an option down the line, deflected out of play, throw-in for the Cardinals. Ball played to the back line, Daniel. Daniel all the way back to the keeper. Tristan Smith settles, plays it to the near side. Dunaway's there, gets a touch but can't control, and out of play back to the Cardinals. That was a nice opportunity if he could have got that first touch under control. It was right into a counterattack opportunity for the Cougars. Ennis back to Daniel. Daniel cuts it across. Hamlin comes in to steal. Webb City able to get it ahead to Davia. Anredder up to challenge. Ball's loose on the near side. Crumrine tries to keep it in and throw in for the Cardinals. Ennis takes the throw in ahead. Ball chipped in. Horton chips it away. and out of play for another throw in for the Cardinals. Number 22, Matthew Bayless, back in the game as DeVita takes a sub. Ball played in. Opportunity for the Cardinals, can't connect as Clevenger clears it away. Mayha for the Cardinals chips it out of play, throw in for the Cougars on the far side. Clevenger takes a throw, slips out of his hand, but falls to Meningas, who heads it in the air. Back to Mayha on the back line, who plays it back to the keeper, Smith. Smith chips it high into the air in the middle of the field. Brandon Schumacher wins the header up to Ben. Ben trying to split through, falls to Clevenger, who sends it across, played into the air. Mayha chips it back into the air. Puerto over there challenging with Clevenger. And Shields for it to go out of play for a throw-in for the Cardinals. And just about 5 minutes left to play here in the second game of the season for the Cougars, still looking for their first goal of the season. Aldretti takes the throw. Brandon Schumacher first to touch, gets it to Clevenger. Plays to Ben Schumacher, turns to face. Looking at his option, plays a ball across. Headed away by Annis. Falls to Dunaway. Dunaway in the middle looking for Brandon Schumacher on the 1-2. And stolen into a counterattack for the Cardinals. Spike Reed there. Anner comes up to challenge. Ball played through. Horton wins it. And a nice defensive line by the Cougars to kill that threat. Spike Reed back on the throw-in. Ball chipped in. Horton chips it away. And Horton clears it out to the near side for another throw-in for the Cardinals. Spike Reed getting to the corner and loses it out of play. Actually, Dunaway chipped it out. It's a corner kick for the Cardinals. Under 4 minutes left to play. Number 6, Eduardo Mejia, the senior, the left center back, coming down to take the corner again for the Cardinals. Cardinals keeping that same formation. Guy in front and back post, and 3 at the back corner. Ball played short. Dunaway off of his chest. Clears it with his left. And couldn't tell if Maya touched that or not. It's going to be Cardinals ball. Crumrine takes a throw, kick back out by the Cardinals. Another throw for the Cougars. Crumrine up ahead. Annis heads it, chips it away. Spike Reed looking for some space. Plays it back to Mayha. Meningas, good challenge. Gets it to Schumacher into an attack. Schumacher out ahead. Tries to play it across to Clevenger, deflected away. Meningas is there, plays it back to Hamlin. Hamlin with the right foot and takes a good shot. But Smith is right there to make the save. Ball played through by the Cardinals. Stewart drops back into his box to scoop it up at the top. Stewart, good punt back to the midfield. Puerto heads it down. Brandon Schumacher right there, gets it to Dunaway. Clevenger on the ground. Brandon Schumacher makes the attack, looking for an option, plays it wide to Meningas. Meningas lets it run for some reason. We're doing that too much. We're letting that ball run instead of playing that at the spot and then attacking from there. We got to get control of the ball first and then play it. Throw in for the Cardinals. 1:45 left to play. Ruled Cardinals throw. I didn't see what happened there, but still Cardinals throw in. Boney defending. Stolen away by the Cougars. Brandon Schumacher over there keeps it in and plays it off the back line, throwing for the Cougars. Boney comes to take the throw. Finds Ben Schumacher. Better throw. Puts it right at his feet. That's what we need. Schumacher in the attack. Can't get through. Puerto there to steal. Spike Reed in the middle of the field. Dunaway challenging. Spike Reed with a big switch to the near side. Crumrine comes back to defend. Ball played back as Hamlin challenges. Dunaway gets a touch on it. Anrenner's able to clear and gets off Annis's inside leg and throwing for the Cougars. Hamlin takes the throw to Dunaway. Foul called on the challenge, and it'll be a free kick for the Cougars. Just 30 seconds left. Anrenner looking to find Schumacher in the middle. Headed away by Eldretti. Clevenger chases for it. And throwing for the Cougars, just 15 seconds left. Clevenger takes a throw in down the line. Schumacher can't get there, and that will probably do it for the game. Under 10, and they won't need to take a kick. Final score, Webb City 2, Cougars 0. So you're starting to see some things from the Cougars that we can build on. A little more possession there at the end. Some opportunities into the box. Back line, as Tim Noonan said when he was up here, the back line seems to be holding up well. The center back's really the strong point so far for the Cougars. Our fullbacks, like to see a little bit more ability for the fullbacks to push forward into an attack. When you're playing a 4-2-3-1, you really rely on your fullbacks to play almost like a defensive mid-line. And so see if we can make those adjustments going into tomorrow's game. We'll play the 9:30 game. We're over at we'll be the third place game, so we'll be over at the practice field. It is a turf field also. Webb City will play Branson later today, 1 p.m., to decide who gets the 1 seed and who gets the 2 seed. We'll play the other pool, Monett versus Hillcrest yesterday. Hillcrest won 1-0. It was a goal from beyond midfield just early in the first half. It was the only goal of the game. Monett versus Republic today. I guess Republic will have a doubleheader today. They'll play Monett and Hillcrest to determine those seedings. See if we can tell. Republic's coming onto the field right now. I don't see who their opponent is yet. Looks like it's Monett coming on, so it'll be Monett versus Republic. And then Republic will play again later against Hillcrest. All right, well, we'll send you through the second half recap as we close out. Thank you all for tuning in. We'll be back here tomorrow at 9:30 for the third place game.